What's going on, everyone? TallenV back here, and today I wanted to this is gonna be a very quick video. The big question: where are my Gogeta Blue and Full Power Super Saiyan Broly summons? Well, as you guys know, the banners came out during the New Year's holiday, and I was back in the States. And due to my lack of having a mobile recording studio, I guess you could say, I had to basically do some of my summons off screen. I was able, through all free stones, actually able to get like 3 extra copies of the Gogeta, which is pretty cool. But then when I actually did buy a few stones to get the Broly, just, before I got back into Japan, I was like, oh, this banner isn't liking me very much. Which I guess, it evens out, right? One banner liked me, one banner did not. And I've seen people do great on both banners and really crappy on other banners, just like any time you'd expect in this game. So anyway, so I came back to Japan and I was like, okay, back to normal schedule, work, YouTube, all that fun stuff. And then I was like, I'm moving to Tokyo in March. And if you guys don't know, Tokyo is very expensive to live in. And not just simply because, oh, it's a city, duh, come on. No, it is the process of actually getting said apartment, okay? Japan, for some reason, has not gotten rid of what is called gift money, essentially. If you don't know what it is, basically, it was a way that people bribed landlords in order to get houses during like the 50s and the 60s after the war, essentially. And a lot of people don't like to lose out on that money. And when I say it's a lot of money, sometimes it can be up to 2 months' rent, okay? So think of it this way sometimes. In order to get an apartment, just to simply sign the contract and get the key for the apartment, you've got to pay for a deposit, what you'd expect, right? Some kind of security deposit, some kind of key money. And then with the gift money, you're paying an additional 1 to 2 months rent on top of that. Then maybe like a cleaning, fee for the year or something like that, where it's like, hey, for the person who, cleans the yard or cleans the area around the apartment, essentially, and all that stuff. And then any extra little fees, essentially. So on average, I would say for some places, it can cost you up to 7 to 8 grand just to get the apartment, right? Then you've got to factor in, oh, I've got to get moving trucks to actually move my stuff up to where I'm going to be living. Then you've got to be able to think, okay, can I survive until my first month's pay, from my new job or anything like that? So there's a lot of different stuff. And so I'm looking at this and I'm going, there's basically no way I can spend any extra real money on these summons. Like, I will have to do my one-time summon for the year 4 anniversary banners when those guys come out, which is in probably a few weeks. Other than that, though, I really can't do any more because I chose to do what a lot of people actually don't do. And then I basically lived paycheck to paycheck for about the last 4 years of sending money home to America to pay off my student loans. And at the time of this recording, that is all about to be paid off in less than 5 days. So all of my student loans completely paid off. And unfortunately, though, the only downside to that is that, of course, I don't have much money to spend and everything. So, and of course, YouTube's not my full-time job. I have a full-time job that I do outside of YouTube. So for everyone wondering where my summons are for the Broly and the Gogeta stuff, I'm sorry, I unfortunately can't have that. I know my channel hasn't been known for the summons and everything, but I do like to do that once a month kind of streaming my summons and everything, get 1,000 stones or whatever and just go in on it and everything. But, I don't know, it's definitely going to be a lot smaller probably than what most people will be doing for the year 4 anniversary. So whenever year 4 comes around, we'll be doing that summon. But if there's any LR banners in the second half of the month, it's not happening. Anything in March, definitely not happening. April is pretty much going to be it. So I'm going to be on that and everything like that. So, and I don't want to open up a Patreon or anything to be like, give me money to do summons and everything like that. It's like, I'm not going to ask you guys for that. That's stuff that you can use towards your summons or whatever you want to buy. Your guys' views and your subs and your follows and your support is what I personally like the most. So anyway, so the bottom line, that's the end of the video real quick though. I just want to let you guys know why I have not summoned on camera for these things. Half because I was in the States during the break when it came, and again, my lack of having a mobile setup, which I am looking into, definitely investing into in the next few months after I moved up to Tokyo. And then for any other future trips after that, then I can actually start to do that stuff, have better sound quality and everything like that. And then the other half is just simply realizing that, it is a lot more expensive to move up to Tokyo than I thought. Like, I knew the city was going to be expensive. I'm not going to be living in the deep center city of Tokyo, but just the process of signing a contract and having to pay 2 extra months rent on top of a first month's rent, a deposit, a key, all this stuff. I'm just like, Japan, what's wrong with you? And there are some places I don't have to do that, but of course, they're kind of more outside, and it's still gonna be expensive because I gotta move up, and March is considered the most expensive month in Japan because that's when everyone generally starts the new jobs, or, you know, the new year starts essentially for work and everything, so that is why. So anyway, guys, thanks for all the support, and I'm really sorry I wasn't able to do any summons for this particular month, but again, once the year 4 stuff comes out, which I'm guessing is like, I don't know, January 29th, 30th, maybe February 1st, it's all within those 3 to 4 days right there. Nonetheless, when that stuff comes, I'll do one big summon for that on stream. Make sure you guys check it out, but other than that, don't expect many summons. I'll still be making obviously daily videos and streaming and everything, but again, with the summons, you know, that costs money and everything, so I really can't do that. So anyway, guys, that's me for the video. Thank you so much for understanding, and I hope you all enjoy this great weekend at, of course, at the time of this recording, and let me know what you guys think about year 4 and what you think we're gonna be getting. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.